I guess it's safe to say I'm absolutely Krillin it. Get it? No, I'm just kidding, but for real, what's going on, guys? It is your boy, EJ Sparks from the Dragon Geeks channel, and I'm back on my BS. Y'all know what time it is. It is another episode of SH Figuarts vs. Dragon Stars, and today we are looking at the brand new release of SH Figuarts Krillin, and we're putting him up against the Dragon Stars release of Krillin. Now, I know I say this a lot, but I am super duper excited to do this video. Reason being is because I missed out on the original SH Figuarts Krillin that came out way back in 2013. So I'm very thankful that they released this guy just recently, and I was able to get my hands on him. So we're going to take a look at articulation and scale up against each other. We're going to scale them with other figures just to see how they look. Paint and detail, and in the end we're going to go over pricing, details, and let you know which one I think personally is going to be more worth it over the other and which one wins this battle. Seatbelts on, strapped in, let's get ready to rumble! Alright guys, so getting started. You know, looking at these two beside each other, it's almost comical, and not in a sense of like one is right off the bat better than the other, but it looks like the SH Figuarts version is the son of the Dragon Stars version. Like, this Krillin is so freaking tall, and I don't know why. That was a lot of people's gripe with this guy when it came out 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. I'm going to have to double check that. But yeah, like, he's just so freaking tall. Like, when you stand them next to each other, like, obviously we already know which one scaling is going to be better. But let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to see if we can just look at both of their faces together. So we can get you to stand straight up. Put your arms down to the side. Okay, so first of all, a direct comparison to the face, if I can get my camera to focus in on that. Alright, please stop being blurry, please. Okay, sorry guys, technical difficulties. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay, so I think the 6 dots on the head look great on both of them. These are definitely like darker on Dragon Stars, and these are a little bit lighter. I don't think either one of those are incorrect depending on, you know, the manga and the anime, like which arc you're watching, which episodes you're watching. So I personally think that those are fine. We look at the eyes. They got the eyes correct on both of these guys, where it's not like the white paint on the inside. The funny thing is, some of the artwork in Dragon Ball Z, Krillin does have the white eyes, but I know on the original they really did not want him to have those white eyes, so they definitely got that part right. But yeah, the eyes honestly look great on both of them. No complaints. It's when we get down to the nose. So this Krillin on Dragon Stars, he almost looks like he has like a beak, like he almost has a nose, versus SH Figuarts, like I guess it's kind of like that as well, but this one's definitely more like, oh gosh, I'm all up in the way, sorry guys. This one's definitely like more defined and like thicker of a nose versus this one right here. You can't really tell as much. So yeah. Oh, we do got the detail under his eyes too. I was gonna say this one, SH Figuarts, has more detail under the eye, but this Krillin has it too. It's just very, very light shade. I like with the SH Figuarts, I like how they put like the line, like the black line for the mouth on here. It just defines the mouth a little bit better. Like, it's actually a lot more noticeable versus the Dragon Stars Krillin over here. It's like it's almost blended in. Like, you could see it if like you really look up under there. Like, at first glance, it's almost like he doesn't have a mouth. Like, that's how the Android 17 was with Dragon Stars as well. But then like we get down to the gi, both of their gis look great. Here's the thing, I'm gonna tell you guys right off the bat. So for years, I really like this look for Krillin. This is the Android / Cell Saga look versus this look right here, which this was like the end of Dragon Ball / the Saiyan Saga and the first half of the Namek Frieza Saga. But I just think this is Krillin's more iconic look. Instead of having the boots, like we have like the shoes, we don't have the blue shirt underneath. I like this look a lot better. So I will say that right off the bat. But when we look at the gi, like we have wrinkles in both of their shirts. Like the wrinkles look great. Dragon Stars has like a darker shade of orange versus this one has a lighter shade, which again, I'm not going to say either one is incorrect because it all depends on the manga and the arc and whatnot. I love the Turtle Hermit symbol that we got right here, but some of the paint is kind of chipped off. It could just be my figure though. This one on here looks really, really good. I think that's painted on very nicely. And we look at the back symbols right here. Yeah, like there's no complaints. They both look really good for what they are. This one's a little bit thicker for the symbol versus this one, but they both look really, really good. I think they were done very well. The belts, we got a darker shade of blue for this Krillin. Well, for this Krillin as a whole, like it's like all darker shades. Like the undershirt is darker, the wristbands are darker, the belt, and we have like the black boots with like the blue lines on there. So like everything's just darker. And this one is kind of a lighter shade right here on the wristbands and the belt. And the belt is a little bit longer on the Dragon Stars. But yeah, the boots look great, or the shoes look great. I like how that looks and everything. So again, I wouldn't trip too much about like the paint for the color being accurate or not, because it's all about like when you're looking at it. Of course, Dragon Stars doesn't really have the shading going on, unfortunately. And with this new Krillin, we have shading, you know, all throughout the pants right here. Like you can see, like beautiful paint job being done. And it's not done too heavy, so it doesn't look like spilt water or anything. It's like just enough shading all throughout going on. And same thing in here, it's not anything too heavy. Some people will probably complain, like for those of you who really, really like the shading, you'll probably say that you want more shading in here, which is fair. But from my point of view, it does not need it. It looks fine the way it is. Okay? So, when we look at articulation, I have this Krillin in my hand, so I'm going to go ahead and go over it right now. So, looks like we have the head on a ball peg on there. And head looks down this far. That looks down a lot. I like it. Looks up, not too much. It's more like a straightforward look. Of course, turn side to side. For the, oh, we got the butterfly joint. I'm trying to skip stuff here so we can bring his little arms across here. Butterfly joint looks great. They're getting a lot better at painting this on the inside instead of leaving it like the color of the skin. So butterfly joint looks great. We've got that lovely, lovely bicep swivel going on. We got a, yeah, it is a double jointed elbow technically. Like it seems like it's more single jointed, but it works like a double joint. And we have that ball joint for the wrist, just like this. Ab crunch. Oh, real quick, sorry. Arms go up about this far. Boom, looks good. Straightforward. Boom. That far right there. And pretty decent back right here too. Yeah, this Krillin's articulation is great, especially for a smaller figure. Like, it just looks great. Then the ab crunch right here. So we crunch, not too crazy, but for what it is, that is pretty good. And we lean back about that far. No gapping or anything, so that's excellent. The belt is, of course, articulated, so it moves this part here. The waist, we got this nice little rotation going here. And this is the second figure I have on the 3.0 body. The first one I have is Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and this Krillin is also on that new body, and I love this. So we have this movement going on in here. Nothing stiff, nothing loose. Front kicks, boom, right here. Side kicks, boom, look at that, beautiful. Split check, boom, looks good for the splits right there. We got that double jointed knee. The knees look a lot better on this body than the 2.0. Then of course we got that ankle rocker right here. And we got that bend right there. So like everything is awesome. Like I love this new body. I can't wait to get the new Gohan when it comes out. So articulation for this Krillin over here is literally, I'm going to say 9 out of 10. I almost said 10 out of 10. But I guess he could look up a little bit more and ab crunch a little bit more. I always got to find something they could do better, right? Then we look at Dragon Stars Krillin. So this one shouldn't take too long because we know how Dragon Stars is. So head turns, you know, side to side that way. Looks down. Oh, not bad for looking down. Not bad. Looks up. Looking up is non-existent. Just looks straight. I need this camera to focus, guys. Sorry about that. And we have the bicep swivel on him. Double jointed elbow. Looks very, very good. And we got this ball joint for the wrist, if I could turn it. A little bit on the stiff side for this guy. No butterfly joints, unfortunately, but he can almost cross his arms to where it looks decent. Like, we can have him like that. The lower body, this is where Dragon Stars usually starts to fail, unfortunately. So, front kick check. Straight front kick, that's as far as it goes. But you can do the thing where it like turns out to the side and have that weird look right there. That is just about every Dragon Stars. Yeah. Sidekick check. Honestly, not too bad for a sidekick right there. Split check. Let's see if we can drop the hips down. And he doesn't go out too far, but still goes out decent enough because the hips drop down just a little bit. If you could see that going on in there, that click, that. All right, anyway. And then we got the single jointed knee. The knees are terrible on this guy. Holy moly donut shop. Like, the mobility is just awful. Like, the knees hardly bend. You see a whole bunch of ugly gapping in here, and this part just looks atrocious. What is going on with this figure? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I hate the lower body. Hate it. But, ankle goes, you know, side to side. You can do a full rotation on the foot. And up and down right there. So the articulation for him, for the most part, for Dragon Stars, it is good, but that lower body is awful. So we're going to go and give that a 7 out of 10. Alright? So let's go and look at these guys' accessories. Well, mostly Krillin SH Figuarts accessories, because Dragon Stars only comes with the other two open hands, so we're going to skip that, alright? Let's move on. Alright guys, so Krillin comes with 4 different faces. He comes with the stern face that's on him in the package. Then we have like the iconic shocked Krillin looking face. I love this face. Like, the detail looks great. I love the mouth open and the wide eyes. Looks freaking awesome. Slide a little bit over here. Then we have like the gritted teeth face over here, where he looks pretty worried or nervous, and he's kind of looking off to the side. That one just might be the one that I pose him with in my collection. And then this one right here. This one, you could say he's breathing hard, he's powering up or yelling an attack. Whatever it is, the mouth open looks great. Like, all 3 of these faces look fantastic, and the one that comes on him looks great as well. When we come and look at the hands, he comes with like 5 different hands, yo. Like, he has the open hands right here for the Destructo disc that he comes with, which is freaking awesome. We have the Krillin style solar flare hands, which I love how those look as well. We have the martial arts style hands right here, and that signature Krillin and Goku pose. We have the open hands here for Kamehamehas or any other ki blast he may shoot. Then we have even more open hands right over here. And then this one right here, the hand holding the Sensu Bean bag, because that is so Krillin. I freaking love it. Like, literally, aside from like the hand with the Sensu Beans, he literally comes with like 5 different hands. Well, 6 if we include the ones that come on him. And of course, we have our Destructo disc. Like, look at this thing. You gotta be careful. It's pretty sharp and pokey right here. And we have this peg right here, so that way it can fit into both the left and the right hand. But I love how this looks. Like, it looks literally just like the Destructo disc. I have no complaints and wouldn't change it. And I'll pose them with this to kind of take a look and see how that looks, alright? But let's go ahead and scale these guys with other figures and see how he matches up. Alright guys, so before we scale them with other figures, I accidentally lied to you guys. I usually like switch the poses and the faces off camera, but earlier I told you guys that Krillin's head was on a ball peg, but it's actually not. So I pull off this head to switch one of his other ones, and wait for it, searching for satellite signal, and there we go. There we go. Look at this weird thing. Look at this. This is some next level stuff. Like, holy crap, that looks hilarious. Like, I noticed with him, with Jiren, some of the other guys like that, like, the mechanics are just a little bit different. But I guess I didn't lie, because the ball peg is like right in there. But otherwise, you literally just pop the head right on here. So like, if I wanted to put this head on, just slides right on, and voila. Looks wonderful. Looks great. Alright, looks good, looks good. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and take a look how these guys look with other figures. So I've been showing this guy a lot of love since he's the new one. So let's go ahead and start with Dragon Stars right here. So, like I told you guys, one of the gripes that everybody had with this guy is how freaking tall he is. So I got the first release Dragon Stars base form Goku right here. And look at that. Krillin comes up to like Goku's neck, bro. That's crazy. That scaling is so far off. It is hilarious. Oh, sorry about that. Technical difficulties with my camera shutting off. Still scaling this guy. We have his lovely wife, Android 18 from Dragon Stars. And look at this. They're literally as tall as each other. Like, she's got like an inch on him. Like, Like, look. Holy moly. Why did they make this dude so tall? It's literally his legs. Like, if they, like, shortened his legs, he would be just fine. Alright? Now we got the tallest fighter on the dang team. You know, we got Piccolo, my man right here. So, okay, so he's not as tall as Piccolo, which is good. But he's still way taller than he should. He comes up to, like, Piccolo's shoulder, man. Like, this Krillin, guys, it's just too tall. It's way too tall, you know? Alright, let's go ahead and step him out of the frame for a sec. And we're going to bring back in our new guy, you know, SH Figuarts. Let's go ahead and get him scaled with some others right here. So we have our Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku right here. So the thing is with this Goku, if you guys have watched my videos, you've heard me say that he's not tall enough. I think they made this Goku a little bit too little. Let me put Krillin's hand down for a second. So off first glance, it doesn't look too bad. It really doesn't. Like, he comes like right below Goku's shoulder. But literally, this Krillin can't be any shorter. He can't be. This Goku just needs to be a little bit taller, if I'm being honest. We also have Krillin's wife, Android 18. We have the premium release of her. This scale is way off, but once again, it's not Krillin. Like, the androids are like super duper short. I can't wait for the Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power androids to come out, because I think that scaling is going to be a lot better. Then we have the actual strongest man, strongest human in the world, Tien Shinhan. Yeah, I said it. Fight me. That's a different debate. Scaling looks good for Krillin and Tien right there. Loving how that's looking. And last but not least, we have Bowl Cut Namek / Frieza Saga Gohan, and they should be, see, this is perfect. They should be almost the same height, but Krillin was always slightly taller than Kid Gohan. So this scaling is literally perfect. There's nothing wrong with this Krillin scaling, just some of the other figures, the scaling is a little bit off. Okay? Alright, let's move on. Alright, before we close this out with a final verdict, I thought this would be fun to kind of bring in a couple of the other Krillins that I have. So we have this one right here, Jack Specific, from like all the way back in like 2002 or 3, or it even could have been 2001. I don't know. All I know is this Krillin is ancient, but he's such a gem to have. I don't think I'll ever part ways with him. And then Figuarts Standard Krillin right here, the model kit version, which this guy looks really cool too. It's just he's very hollow, and you can tell he's a model kit and not an actual collectible figure. So, from these guys right here, tell me which ones you guys have, which ones you don't have, and which ones you really like. I just thought this part would be fun. But now I'm going to go and jump into a final verdict, okay? Alright, let's talk about it. So, looking at both of these Krillins, man, they aren't bad figures. Like, they really aren't. Like, let me rephrase that. This Dragon Stars Krillin, he is not a bad figure. He's just too darn tall. Like, I know I had the complaint with, like, the knees and the legs and whatnot, but, you know, I'd get over that. But literally, like, I don't know why they made him so tall. It literally ruins the figure for me. Otherwise, he's not a bad figure. As for this new Krillin over here, excellent. He's easily going to become one of my favorite figures. Like, he really is. I love the faces, love the accessories, and I don't know, I just really like the new body, and everything on him just looks fan-freaking-tastic, you know? But let's talk about pricing real quick. So, Dragon Stars Krillin, you can literally find this guy for 20 bucks. You literally can. Some people might even be selling him for cheaper. The highest I've seen him priced for is like $40 after like shipping and stuff. But honestly, you can find him for $20, $25. This brand new Krillin right here, you can find him, I'm seeing different prices on different sites for him, but the general price for him going is anywhere between like $65 and $85. Some people are selling him for $90, some are selling him all the way up to like $115, but like, I think between $65 and like $85 or $90-ish is like the price range for this Krillin. Personally, I think it's totally worth it. I'm obviously giving this battle to SH Figuarts Krillin. He is definitely the victor. So, little backstory real quick. I was very excited when this Dragon Stars Krillin came out, because at the time, the only other Krillin we had was the Figuarts model kit Krillin right here. And we had the original release of the SH Figuarts Krillin from 2013. If you missed out on that, which I did, unfortunately I don't have that Krillin to compare to this one, then if you're trying to get it these days, like within the past couple of years, people are selling them for a crazy price. $150, $250. I saw somebody selling it for $270. So that Krillin is crazy expensive. So that's why this thing was such a gem to have, and it's such a blessing that they released this guy, and I'm so happy to get my hands on him because he's at a cheaper price. From what I've seen in reviews and whatnot, he looks a lot better. He's on the new body, and yeah, I have no complaints about him. Okay? So, that's just my opinion, but you guys give me your opinion, okay? Tell me which one you think is the more superior figure. I think this guy's gonna look a lot better in your collection, but if you are a sucker for the original Gi, I definitely go with this one, alright? And one thing I forgot to go over because I'm just now noticing it because the lighting in here is kind of terrible. This Krillin, Dragon Stars, is really pale compared to this one. Just a little bit on the pale side, but that's most of Dragon Stars. Like, he's still gonna look good in your collection either way, alright? Alright. I'm done yapping, guys, so thank you so much for rocking with me and giving this video a watch. I'm still growing. I'm still a growing channel, and you guys have been super cool with supporting your boy. I appreciate it, so please like, comment your opinion, share this video, and subscribe to the page, and be on the lookout for more videos. Catch y'all on the flip side. Bye-bye.